Hello there. So yeah, man, it's Daniel here. Today was really cool. This time I woke up a little earlier, and that was really helpful actually. And like after it was a good session by the way. I was just a bit tired, but it was a good session. And then after I finished my session, shower, breakfast, I was scrolling on Facebook. Yes, I use that. I sound like a boomer saying this, but yeah. And then I saw this. There's this guy that I follow. He does like BJJ, but like without the kimono, right? And like for me, it's so cool, man. Like that, it's really cool, man. It's so he doing the things, like the positions and like all the movements. I like that. And then I search for if there's any gym of that here in my city. Didn't find any, but there's no Muay Thai that I kind of practice, but like if I would put like in total like 6 months, I mean, but never like continuous, you know. There's this place seems to be a good place, and there's a person that I don't know if she's training there or she's not training there anymore, but from the past, you know. Uh, yeah, she's from the past. And I was like, you know. So I scheduled for tomorrow, like a free class. They provide that, and I was kind of a little nervous, but I did it anyway. And I've been just like thinking about the offer, that I'm in right now, and been practicing the script. And today we kind of did a role play. Like one thing that I have to be the guy. I have to make it obvious. You know, I have to make it obvious that I'm the right fit for that. I have to make it very obvious. So like the moment they say like yeah, my call, they say oh, I'll go first. Even if I fumble, if I stutter, I'm gonna go first. It wasn't that bad, because I've been practicing. You know, and like one thing that that I was doing on purpose, which is the like sort of like the filler words, because I was shadowing Matthew Ryder. Now I'm doing that like unconsciously. So like it sound but like the reason why I do this is because to sound that I'm being like natural, that I'm not reading a script. No, because like when you're really talking, like really, having a conversation, on average, you're gonna use, generally speaking, you're gonna have filler words. So that sounds way more natural than me just, saying the phrases, the lines of the script perfectly. So for me, makes sense. Like of course I'm not gonna do like that every time. I tend to do that on more delicate questions, especially consequence questions, because to sound like so I can come across like I'm really thinking and considering the weight of my question, especially in consequence questions, like what's gonna happen if you don't achieve your goals. So like this is not like what's your name question. No, this is a very delicate question. So this preload, like I think it's good. And by the way, like one thing that I really like is that, is rhyming. Like I noticed that, like the top setter, like he's so chill, man. Like he's just nonchalant, like completely cool dude. Because like he's the best, like in terms of set, like he's the best. So like it's so different from all these other guys, that I've come across, completely self-absorbed, and like he's so chill. He's like, yeah, man, I do this, I work these times here on Saturday. I have my compromises, for my family. Like he's on a wedding. Like I think he's like preparing like for his wedding, so like he's busy. And then on Sundays he goes to church. So like, so yeah, man. Sometimes I'll hear like on Saturday, but I mean, the average is like Monday to Friday. I was like, oh, that's cool, you know. And then I asked more questions to clarify, you know. He's working like 6 hours, you know, 4 hours. There's like 1 hour of follow up. Um, I mean, it's nothing crazy, you know. You know, like I would because he's been in the game, you know, especially in this offer, you know, longer than me. So like he knows best, you know. And like I would say like that, you know, he doesn't have to put so many hours because his conversion rate is higher because he knows how to deliver the script, you know. Like since I don't have that, I have to put a lot of volume, you know. And I mean, for the first time, like he doesn't sound that bad, you know, the script, you know. Uh, and I guess I don't know, man. Like I look at that and it's interesting because when I was like in the first cold calling offers and I was looking around and everyone was getting closing positions and better offers than me, but like after 1 year, it's not even 1 year, but like 1 year, let's say, you know, just for the matter of practicality, you know. Remember something of yesterday, just for the matter of practicality, just for the matter of practicality. Let's say 1 year, right? Most of the dudes just disappear, never saw them again, you know. So I'm here, you know, and like I see like all the guys who are in the offer and a girl, guys and gals. I like saying this way. Guys and gals, um, they're like they have at least 5 years, you know, of experience in sales. At least 5 years, man, and like I'm not even 1 year, but I'm there, you know. And I'm putting, and like, I think the most important part is that like, with my questions, I showed like my understanding of sales, you know. So like, I asked about show up rate. Like, I mean, it's obvious. Like, I mean, it should be obvious. Like, if you're in sales, like this type of metrics and why they matter, right? Like he was like today he was talking about tracking numbers. It's something that I already do, but like you don't want to sound a smart cookie, man. So I just I learned from my past mistakes with the on-site offer, where like I was better than them, but that bite me in the ass later on. So like I'm not gonna, especially because this offer is good. So like I'm just gonna stay quiet, and just like listen and like what's good. And like one thing that I really appreciated is that they have a lot of flexibility, in terms of the script because he said something really cool. That's why like I kind of vibe with the guy like right away is upset. So yeah, man, the script is not like it's just a guide. Like you're not supposed to say word for word. And I was like, oh, that's really cool because like how I use like a different opener, um, and like the other guys they use their different openers as well. Like it's like okay, it works. Like of course like in the real thing, the real call, like we'll see, but like I love this flexibility, like still following like some general guidelines, but like this flexibility to adapt the word according to your personality because there are certain type of questions that I'm not gonna ask because I mean it's just like it's not my nature. Or maybe like the the core idea of the question I still need to put that in place. But like the way that I'm gonna present the question it's not gonna be just like John's type of style, right? Let's say. So like he acknowledging that, like reckoning that, like really cool, And now I have a way better understanding because like they were talking about numbers. So he already made a spreadsheet. Like yeah, like if you want to do like 5K, you need to do like 200 dials a day, and we have a power dialer. So and like I asked because that was the main question for me. Like okay, how long do you take to make like because the KPI is 300 dials a day. We have a power dialer, so and he said like 6 hours. I was like okay, man, that's interesting. 6 hours, and then like he gave me like some. I asked, okay, what's the times where the pickup rate is the highest? So this time, like 4 p.m., 4 to 8 p.m. So like that time, and he said like he does 1 hour of follow up. So and like maybe he can like call a little earlier, you know. So I was like, oh, that's interesting, you know. And like and like the first, you know, like and like it's really interesting because like he was, you know, of course, no, they were like, um, they were what's the word? Ah, shit. They were running the mock call sessions, of course, you know. I remember when I did that, and it was the same way, bro. It was the same. Said like instead of saying the whole script, let's just focus on the introduction. That was the thing that I did, and I was like, okay, I was right about that. You know, so like when they say like who wants to go first, I'm like, oh, me, you know. And like that shows initiative, right? Because we're being evaluated all the time, you know. At the end of the call, I said, yeah, man, like if anyone wants to do a mock call, I'm available, you know. And no one reach out, but that's okay, that's fine, you know. And because they're seeing this, you know. It's not so much. It's not only you know how I deliver the script, you know, the hard skill itself. It's the other things, the soft skill. Like, is this guy like really helping others? Is this guy being like, you know, participating? Look at him. This guy like participating of the sessions, you know. So there's a bunch of other things, you know, that we must be aware, you know. So yeah, and I mean, what's good? What's good? You know, after that, I started thinking about like, shit, man, right here, you know. And then like a guy reached out to me as well, you know, about, you know, and like that's the thing, you know. I applied for, it wasn't much, you know. I think so far I applied for 40 offers, and like I'm still like getting replies, you know. There's like this one solid offer, you know. There's like two offers that I just ignore because they're shitty offers. So I'm not gonna waste my time. This time I'm really vetting the offers, right? But there was this one guy, he reached out, you know. I'm like, okay, you know, I don't know. I really don't know if I'm gonna take another offer, you know. Um, because I really want that. I want this offer, you know, this opportunity that, you know, I got my hands on. Like I really want that. I want that, you know. So yeah, there's one thing that is, you know, I'm chewing in my head. Is that like there's this one friend, you know, like I think I mentioned that in one of the videos. Like I was needing like not even needing money. I just need to switch money, you know. Like I had the food voucher, and then like I would give him that so he can send me money because I need cash, you know, to to fix my braces because it broken. He said he would help me, and then he asked me for something, a favor. I was busy at the time. I said, man, I'm gonna do that, but you know, right now I can't. I'm gonna do that, and then like he got mad and whatever, and then like when I needed his help, just no, I said it like, man, I like, are you gonna help me? Like because he said before, I'm gonna help you, and then like when the time came, I said, man, are you gonna help me? He visualized the message. He viewed the message, and like he just ignored it, and then like I think like 3 days later, when I had already solved the problem, he just said, "Hey, man, hi, man, what's up? How you doing?" Like nothing happened, right? And then I just ignore him, you know. And then like that keep, you know, my mind because no, he was, you know, the only friend, you know, who was left, you know, from high school, and we've been through some things together, you know. And that's yeah, man, like why not, right? because I've noticed, the distance, like the path that I'm following, and like now I'm really focused on that, and I'm already changing. I'm seeing this, and the distance is getting more like evident, you know. I say, I fuck with this shit, because pretty much most of this shit is just, ego, right? So I sent him a message yesterday. Say, yeah, man, like, just like him, right? Hey, what's up? Do you wanna come? Do you wanna come by so we can, talk? Say, yeah, man, I'm gonna do that, after tomorrow, and then like today is after tomorrow, right? So I sent him a message like in the morning. He didn't reply, and then I follow up with him, and then he viewed the message and he didn't say anything. So like, okay, I'm not gonna, you know, be following up like forever with the guy. So it's kind of sad, but it's part of the game, you know. It's part of the game, and I guess, you know, I would say like I have to get used to it, but like, you know, that was the only part that kind of affected me, you know. Uh, but yeah, happens. Shit happens. And I got to know new people as well, and you know, I got to I got to know a lot of cool people, funny people out there. So yeah, man, that's it. Let's keep moving forward and let's conquer. Bye.